Hello and welcome back to Holder Flat. It's time for round 4 of the Rallysport Associations NI Winter Series. This time we're off to Nuts Corner for the Christmas cracker. Nor the festive break or the weather could deter a bumper entry once again, and all classes were very well represented. There were 9 MX-5s, 14 Mini Cups, and as expected, a full fleet of buggies. Here we go then, it's time for stage 1. And the pace setter in the rally cars over that first stage is Carndona man Daniel Doherty and his GDC Property Developers Fiesta R5. He breaks the beams with a 244.9 to take the early lead by 5.4 seconds. And these wet conditions aren't slowing down the second place man Barry Morris. He has his wonderful Welsh Darien T90 GTR singing its way round to a 250.3. And here's a man who's always smiling at Nuts Corner. It's Taylor Frizzell in his giant killing Vauxhall Corsa B. He's less than 2 seconds behind that Darien and just 7 off the leader Doherty. We then find the second of our R5 cars in 4th spot, the Hyundai i20 of Kevin Wilson. He's just 0.4 of a second behind Frizzell and 7.5 off the rally lead. Yes, it's time to hold on, ready for blast off in Ian Lancashire's monster horsepowered Impreza. He's 5th fastest and struggling to get the power down. And closing out the rally car top 6 is another giant killing Nuts Corner specialist Stephen Smith. He's just 9.9 seconds back off the leader. On we move then to the buggies. And it's thumbs up from the Class 14 Championship leader Aaron McLaughlin as he speeds off into stage 1. Aaron will complete the stage in a time of 2:44.6, which is joint fastest. With this man coming next, Johnny Stinson. The Speed Car Ireland pairing have thrown down a statement already on stage 1. And here we go again. It's a speed car lockout of the top 3 as Philip Armstrong is 3rd fastest. He may be 150cc down in engine size, but he's just 0.7 of a second down on the timesheets. Fourth fastest buggy over the first stage is the Casmat of clockerman Aaron Haslett. He's just 3.2 off Armstrong and 5.9 off the leading pair. In 5th place we find another Armstrong in a speed car. Yes, it's Philip's brother Gary, out today in John Gordon's Class 15 variant. And he's putting it to good use as he's just 7.2 seconds back off those leaders. Our top 6 is covered by just 9.6 seconds. And rounding it out is Mark Nugent in the first of the MVs. And now on to this week's feature class. And it's the ever popular Class 8 for Mazda MX-5s. And first blood goes to long-time MX-5 maestro Collie Feeney. He sets a 3:04.1 to lead by 3.5 seconds. Second fastest is another very well sorted Mark 1 NA, this time it's Gary Duncan. And just 0.9 of a second further back in 3rd place is Ballymena man Gregory McMillan. Mark Smith is the first of our later NB style cars, and he's in 4th spot, 6.2 seconds back off the leader Feeney. Just 1.6 seconds further back in 5th is Jordan McMillan. Craig Smith is in 6th place. James Crow and Stuart Ansley are not at their usual pace and they find themselves in 7th and 8th respectively. And Michael McIlerney rounds out our 9 MX-5 Challenge runners. And here's how the rest of the classes fared out in the first run. By the end of Stage 3, Daniel Doherty's lead is being eaten into as he lost time on Stage 2 to the Darien of Barry Morris. Morris is a man on a mission and he has the lead gap down by a second to 4.4. That nimble little Vauxhall Corsa of Taylor Frizzell sets its fastest time so far here on Stage 3 with a 2:46.5. He's now 11.2 off the leader. Kevin Wilson loses some time here on Stage 3, but he still maintains his 4th place. Ian Lancashire is still struggling with traction, but he still maintains 5th. Stephen Smith is in 6th place and still seems a little off the pace. Could this be due to the wet conditions? On to the buggies then, and we now have a clear leader. Aaron McLaughlin has found an extra gear. He is flying. Johnny Stinson just can't seem to get to that same insane level that McLaughlin is currently at, and he's dropped 7.6 seconds back in 2 stages. Philip Armstrong is still in 3rd place and sets a wonder time here on Stage 3 to take time out of Stinson. And there's a proper scrap going on for 4th place as Aaron Haslett and Gary Armstrong are now on an identical time of 8:26.1, but they're both 22.5 seconds off the leader though. And Mark Nugent is still upholding the MV honours in 6th place, 25.6 seconds back. On to our feature class then for the MX-5 Challenge. And it's all change, as we now find Gregory McMillan leading the field. Collie Feeney has a spin on Stage 2 and has now slipped to 2nd, 4.6 seconds back. And there's no sign of Gary Duncan as he is retired. That means Jordan McMillan is up to 3rd place and setting some great times. Mark Smith is still holding on to 4th place. And the other half of the Smith pairing, Craig, is up to 5th. And James Crowe still leads Stuart Ansley, but the pair split by just 0.8 of a second in 6th and 7th. And here's how the rest of the classes are faring at the halfway point. So after a damp boiled day, here's the conclusion to the Nuts Corner Christmas cracker. Class 1 the juniors and Jody McGarity takes the Citroen C1 to 3rd. Kyle Drury gets off to a great start but finishes the day out in 2nd. And our junior winner and now points leader is Caelan Lancashire. Class 2 in the newly painted Fiesta of Edgar McMullen takes 3rd place. Class 2 championship points leader Greg McMullen has to settle for 2nd. And it's returning Class 2 champion Gareth Robinson who takes the win. On to Class 3 and Tiernan Doherty takes 3rd. Neil Capper's Corsa takes 2nd place. But it's Adam Doherty who seals the victory. On to Class 4 and Nathan McGuigan takes 3rd place. His father Justin McGuigan takes 2nd place. But it's Danny Reed's Nova that takes the class win. On to Class 5 and points leader Ryan Fleming brings his Civic home in 3rd. Connor Wilson is 2nd on the day and 2nd in the championship points. And it's a mini but mighty result for Stephen Smith with the class win. On to Class 6 and it's the Mark II Escort of Paul Flanagan in 3rd. It's the front wheel drive 205 of Andrew Strain in 2nd. But it's Gavin Grant who does the business today and he's now joint points leader with Aaron Beattie. On to Class 7 and it's great to see William Power travel north and go home with a trophy. County Armagh man Barry Leeson takes 2nd place. But it's another stunning drive from Taylor Frizzell at Nuts Corner to take the class win. On to our feature class and Jordan McMillan takes a great 3rd place. Collie Feeney, tried as he might, has to settle for 2nd. And it's Gregory McMillan who takes his first win of the Winter Series. On to the big boys in Class 9 and John Waters slides his way to 3rd. Niall Carey takes 2nd place and with it the lead of the Class 9 Championship. But it's Barry Morris and that beautiful Darien who takes the class win. Class 10 and Conal Cormican brings his Proton Evo home in 3rd. Gary Grant takes 2nd place and has a clear lead at the top of the Class 10 Championship. But it's Ian Lancashire's very impressive Impreza that takes the Class 10 win. Vinnie Macquarie takes 3rd place in Class 11. Kevin Wilson is 2nd on the day and 2nd in the championship points. But it's Daniel Doherty who takes maximum points here today and leads the Class 10 Championship. On to the Mini Cup and this is the drive of the day for me. Marie Fury takes 3rd. Terence Fury takes 2nd place and still leads the championship. But it's Mike Curran who takes his 3rd win on the trot. And the top 3 overall rally cars look like this. Taylor Frizzell's 3rd. Barry Morris takes 2nd place. But it's Daniel Doherty who takes the overall win. On to the buggies then, Class 13 and Adam Dunlop takes 3rd place. Dromore man Kyle Orr takes 2nd place. And a stunning drive from Philip Armstrong takes the win and now the lead of the championship. On to Class 14 and Aaron Haslett takes 3rd place. Johnny Stinson takes a comfortable 2nd place. And it's Aaron McLaughlin who takes the win and is running away with the Class 14 points. Michael Muldoon takes his first Class 15 trophy here. John Gordon takes 2nd place and now leads the Class 15 points. And Gary makes it 2 class wins for the Armstrongs today. And so the overall buggy result in a brilliant drive from Philip Armstrong to 3rd. Johnny Stinson is 2nd. But from stage 2 onwards nobody could touch Aaron McLaughlin. And that's the 2022 RSA coverage wrapped up. And so we look forward to 2023 with some massive 2-day events coming up. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody for the support. If you can please like this video, leave a comment below and hit the subscribe button. So until next time, hold her flat.